My name is Tyson James Lee, and I have been in the industry for over 7 years. When I first started in the industry, I was training like most trainers, and I was teaching people what my cert books taught me, and I was teaching the traditional methods. But my clients just didn't get the results I thought they desired and deserved. So I dedicated myself to 7 years of research, and 2 years ago I launched my company TyFit, and in the first 2 years we have helped over 350 people achieve their goals. And here's the craziest part about it: my company is built on principles that contradict almost everything you've been taught about health and wellness your whole life. So I'm gonna break down 3 myths in these videos, and I'm gonna explain to you why you haven't been able to achieve your goals, and also how you can achieve your goals in a fast and effective manner. So the first concept that I wanna teach you is called fat adaptation, or how to become a fat burner. So there's 3 macros: protein, carbs, and fats. We can only burn carbohydrates and fats for energy, right? So we're either burning sugar, carbs, or we're burning fat. 95% of Americans are sugar burners based off the average American diet. And doing things like eating 5 to 6 small meals a day just further promotes sugar burning, because what happens is you consume the food, right? You never empty your stomach long enough to actually dig into your fat reserves to burn your own body fat, and you actually break down muscle glycogen to create glucose for the ATP pathway when you're a sugar burner. So if you go through for a long period of time without eating as a sugar burner, this will not be effective. You have to become a fat burner. Somebody who is lean like me still has 19.2 usable pounds of body fat for energy. I've eaten 2 meals a day for the last 4 years, and I promise you I'm not starved for muscle. So how do you become a fat burner? It takes 2 weeks to make the switch. You eliminate all processed carbohydrates and replace those calories with healthy fats. Why do we want to do this? First of all, do I need to really explain why we want to burn our own body fat as our primary fuel source? I don't think so. 1, it preserves muscle. It is so effective. The other thing is, when you become fat adapted, you actually avoid chronic disease later in life. It's a more sustainable energy source at 9 kcals per gram versus 4 kcals per gram in carbohydrates. So every time that you burn a gallon of gas in a car, right, you're emitting fumes, pollution into the atmosphere. The same thing happens, my friends, when you burn a gram of fuel in the body. You're creating free radicals, oxidative damage that leads to aging. So because fat is 9 kcals per gram versus 4 kcals, you're burning twice as efficient of a fuel source, effectively creating half of the aging damage in the body. So here's the cool thing about fat adaptation. You ever eat a Snickers bar and you're starving an hour later? That's because of the insulin response. What you're actually doing is, because of that insulin response, you're secreting a large amount of a hormone called ghrelin. Ghrelin tells you you're hungry even when you're not. So what I actually do for you guys is I shut this hunger hormone off. So in the first 2 weeks, my clients are like, I'm starving, I'm starving, I'm starving. After the first 2 weeks, they all hit me up. Do I have to eat lunch? Yes, you have to eat lunch. But this is the cool thing. So now we are not starved for food all the time, because if you're starved for food all the time, you're gonna cave and you're going to eat. So this is one of the biggest mistakes that I see in regimens and diet plans, is that people are not becoming fat adapted. They're not changing the primary fuel mix, and you're gonna be fighting an uphill battle the whole way if you fail to do so. So this is the first video, where I teach you basically why we need to become fat adapted. Now, if you are interested, you can click the button below and apply for TyFit to see how it can help you, and see our testimonials and how it's helped so many people that we've worked with. Or you can just hang tight, and we're gonna email you the second video where I teach you why your workouts are failing miserably and what you can do to get the real results you want when it comes to working out in the gym. This is Tyson James Lee, reminding each and every one of you to be about that action, boss.